Professor B.B. Tikke, Assistant Professor in Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, the Department of Civil. Today, we'll see the physical geology concept. On physical geology, geological work of wind, the movement of atmosphere in direction parallel to the earth's surface is a wind. So it is vertical movement are termed as air currents. Then geological work of wind. The work of wind, entire the geological work performed by wind can be studied by first one is erosion, second is transportation, and third is deposition. The first one, wind. The entire geological work is performed by the wind. It can be studied by erosion, transportation, and deposition. The wind erosion and wind performs work erosion by three waves. The first one is deflection, second is abrasion, and third is attrition. The wind erosion, which is deflation, means the wind does not have much erosive power over the rock or over a ground over with vegetation, but moving with sufficient velocity water, dry and loose sand and remove sand, the dust by the strong wind is called deflection. The removal of material for the process of erosive powers, which is called as deflection in the simple language. Wind erosion. The wind erosion, which the deflation, either it is called as blowout. Some desert deflation, here shows the picture. Some deflection removes the sand from the particular location that create a big depression are called blowout. And wind erosion. A wind erosion, that is the oasis effect, the much deeper and extensive depression where the water table is intersected and gets partially filled with water, which called as oasis. Deflection, that is the hamada, the bare rock surface in a desert from over which the thin layer of the sand which hasn't blown away, which is called as strong wind. Now abrasion, second process. Wind become a powerful agent of rubbing rock surface when naturally loaded with the sand with the dust particle. Erosion involving rubbing and grinding of rock surface by a wind with the help of its load, while the passing over rock is termed as a abrasion. So you will very well know about the abrasion. Abrasion, here it is the rock showing, the pedestal rock showing like umbrella type. It is a pedestal rock, it is the undercut vertical columns of rock which have wider tops and narrow base, which is called as mushroom rock. In wind erosion, there are some examples of yardungs. What is meant by yardung? The yardung is low-lying elongated ridges forming overhang above level of depression, and it is always formed in desert. Then attrition. Sand particles lifted by wind from different places are carried out away to consider distance. During the journey, particles move in a zigzag fashion, colliding with one another and again. This phenomena is termed as attrition. The sand particles which is colliding to each other, which is called as attrition. It depends on the three factors of nature: region, velocity, wind, and saturation and erosion. Now, wind transportation. Wind transportation, which is performed in two ways. The first is suspension, second is saltation. Suspension. The light density clay particles may be lifted by the wind from ground and move along with winds, called as suspension. The figure shows lighter particles are lifted by the density with the wind of ground moving along its winds, called as suspension. The wind transportation, that is the saltation. The heavier and coarse sediments are lifted, in the picture shows, are lifted up the high velocity and short distance above a ground up 2 kilometers. They pick up and drop again during the transportation process. Pronouncing and jumping is called as saltation. Wind deposition. When velocity of fast blowing sediment checked by some obstruction like hills and monuments and change in climate or presence of water bodies, etc., the sediments are dropped by the deposited on forming what are the known as aeolian deposit. Aeolian means the sand air forming deposits, which has two types. The first is sand dunes and loess. The first one, sand dunes. Sand dunes are widely deposited sand mounds. The mounds are called as sand dunes. It is totally formed by the process of wind actions. Wind deposition. Loess. Loess is a blanket of deposit of silt. The figure shows silt and the clay formed a suspended load of a wind, and a lace composed of minerals during like quartz, feldspar and calcite. The second section shows the vertical rock section. It has been loess. Physiology of river. Geological work of river, that is the physiology of river. Geological work of river can be subdivided into three stages. The first stage is river erosion, second is river transportation, and third is river deposition. The first one, river erosion. River erosion means river are the most powerful agent of erosion. The river carries out erosion work in 5 different ways. The first is hydraulic action, second cavitation, third abrasion, fourth attrition, and last is corrosion. Hydraulic action. Mechanical losing and removal of material from the rock due to pressure exerted by during the water which is called as hydraulic action. River erosion, that is the hydraulic action again. It is most effective rock already weathered. They are porous or they are soluble material, or the weak planes are soluble in the rocks portion, which is one example of plunge pool is formed by the force of water hitting soft rock below the dissipated by the rocks rubbing against the load of corrosion. This is an example. The example which is like waterfalls. Then cavitation. Cavitation, it is a stream velocity exceeds 12 meter per second. The water pressure is equal to the vapor pressure. Hence the spontaneous change from the liquid of water state and back to liquid state at the point will result sucking out of the material at the point which creates the rock mass, the phenomena which is called as cavitation. Abrasion, a physical breakdown of soil masses which is exposed along the sides of bottom of the rivers, which is transported by the river, which is called as abrasion. Here it is the impact of pressure and hydraulic last wedgings are formed and crack growth are here shown in the figure, and abrasion is creating. Abrasion, the process mainly influenced by the nature of sediments, velocity of river, and the presence of joints in the rocks. Attrition. During the transportation, heavier and larger material moves slowly while the light material moves fast. This movement in collision separately comes out attrition. When the attrition takes place, regular edge form into the spherical stones, which is called as attrition. Corrosion. The slow but steady chemical actions of the stream water on the rock is expressed by the term corrosion. Chemical action on the rock which is processed of weathering, which is called as corrosion. Corrosion activity majority in the KT section, KT steel casings. Now river meandering. When the stream flows along a curved zigzag path occurring the loop shaped course is said to meander. This development of zigzag type of channel for itself, which is called as meandering. This is an meandering stages. Stage 1, river shows fully partially meandering. Stage 2, rivers creating meandering portion like zigzag. The third stage, it is a stage of mature stage of river. Then fourth stage, river creating a loop pattern. Then fifth stage, it almost river in the pattern of meander. And the sixth stage, the loop which is separated by the transportation activities and the form of deposited area in the 7, and almost it is a peak point, neck point, which is jointed by river course lines, and 9, which show the separation of meandering portion of Oxbow Lake of the river. Here it is the meandering river trends in the figure. Oxbow Lake. During meandering process, the river bed increasing progressively and neck becomes narrow and narrow. Finally, stage becomes where the river cuts through a neck and starts flowing straight, leaving behind a roundabout course. Such left old meanders filled with the water are known as Oxbow Lakes. Here are some glimpses of Oxbow Lakes. River transportation. A river carries the soil and rock materials which is continued erosion from its as well as material disintegrated from the side slope by weathering process or rain wash, etc. The river is also contribute a lot of sediment material to it. The sediment material flowing in a river which is called as load. Load, it is considered in 3 parts: the dissolved load, suspended load, and bed load. The first one is dissolved load. It includes particles of material soluble in water which river gained due to solvent actions on the rock of channel, and the rivers from land part carry calcium carbonate, sodium chloride, and other soluble salts from the limestone, gypsum, rock salts, etc. in the dissolved load. Now suspended load. The suspended material consists of finer material like fine sand and silt, clay, which kept in suspension by the turbulence of water and therefore carried over a long distance. Bed load. The river load contains heavier particles of sand, gravels, pebbles, and cobbles which are moved along with the bed of river is called bed load. River deposition. The entire sediment load of river will normally transport unless there is a change in other factor responsible for transport. As there is decrease in load carrying capacity of stream drop down, a load drop down is called river deposition. Deposits laid down running the water, which is called as fluvial deposits. River deposition, that is the delta portion of which is the old stage of river. When the river enters body standing water like a sea, its flow velocity considerably reduced, which is results sediment material deposition the near shoreline, which is forms a Greek later word, that is the delta. Geological work of glaciers. Glacier is a thick mass of ice, moves over the ground under the influence of gravity. It originates on the land in the form of compaction and crystallization of snow. The work of glacier, there are three kinds of glacier. The first one valley glacier, second is Piedmont glacier, and third is ice sheets. Valley glacier originates near the crest of the high mountain and moves along a valley just like a river. It is called as glaciers. Piedmont glaciers in the picture shows end of the hill. Number of valley glaciers you need to form a thick sheets of ice. Such compound glaciers form Piedmont glaciers. Then ice sheets, also known as the continental glaciers because of the extensive cover and mass. They are the thick surfaces feature of the ground buried under them. Ice sheets. Glacial erosion. The glacial erosion caused by three waves: by plunking, by abrasion, by forced wedging. The process of losing of rock mass and pulling out blocks after loosened bedrocks, which is called as plunking. The glacial abrasion, ice blows. The rubbing of scratching and polishing action of glacier on the surface of the rock over the mass ice happen to move abrasion. Glacial erosion, by wedging actions of ice having and freezing water in the cracks and joints, it breaks them by wedging actions. That is glacial erosion. This is a general description of geological work of glaciers. Thank you.